This video is sponsored by D-Brand. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be discussing my iPhone 13 mini after 3 months of use. I'll also be talking about each feature of the iPhone. So let's get started. So the first thing I like to talk about is build quality. This phone is a lot thicker than my previous iPhone 11, so it's more durable. Before I purchased a case for it, I did actually drop it on a few occasions. But as we can see, there are no discernible marks or scratches. The screen wasn't affected, but it does have something called ceramic shield, which is supposed to be a lot stronger than previous iPhone models, which is good because we are spending a lot of money for these phones. I can honestly say that every iPhone I've owned since 2009, I have never experienced screen or chassis breaks because I always invest in the case. These phones have amazing resale value. When I've upgraded, I always sell my older phones for a good price. I always keep the boxes too. They're more valuable when they have the boxes with them. The second thing is screen size. Since owning an iPhone 6, I have found using a bigger screen not so much as a benefit, but as a hindrance. The whole point of having an iPhone, I believe, is having the ability to use it with just one finger. And that's precisely why I chose the 13 mini over the rest of the iPhone 13 lineup. I think it's slightly smaller than the iPhone 10. I do think it's a shame that Apple ditched the mini this year, as many of us want an iPhone that we can use one-handed. I have used reachability in the past, but I don't think it is as good as having a smaller iPhone. The third thing is software. The software is second to none. We know why this is, and Apple is probably the best at optimizing the software with the hardware. They've been doing it for years. I have tried various Windows and Android devices, and they are nowhere near the level of speed, smoothness you get. In the old days of iOS, I used to experience lagging and app crashes. These are a very rare issue now. I used to try the beta software once upon a time. Now I just wait until they're public and have been tried and tested. I also have to say that transferring my data from my iPhone 11 to my iPhone 13 mini was pretty swift. iCloud backs up everything, and when you get a new phone, you just transfer it to your new phone seamlessly and with as less frustration as possible. The fourth thing is 5G. This is my first iPhone with 5G. Now, where I live, I get constant 5G signal, but when I've been travelling, it varies. It is a pain when you're in a queue in a shop and you want to transfer some money from one account to another and the signal is only 3G. That's annoying. It happened to me a couple of days ago. Look, Britain has yet to become a full 5G country, but when you travel, you go in between the countryside, and in those areas, mostly, it's only built for 3G or 4G. But I feel in a few more years' time, things will get better there. I think since 4G came out, the level of expectation when it comes to speed is pretty high. The fifth and final thing I'd like to talk about is the whole Android versus iPhone debate, and it's not really related to my current iPhone. I have friends who own and use Android devices. I do not hate Android. I have owned and tried a few in the past. I just think it's inferior when you compare to how easy it is to use an iPhone and with all the bells and whistles it has. The same goes for Windows. I did a video about this, which I'll feature above, and what they both lack is the connectivity between them and other devices. I love how I can copy and paste from my iPhone to my Mac. I love AirDrop, something which I could not live without. Many people assume that we're just Apple fanboys and sheep, but what you have to understand is for me and many people out there, we don't like frustration and we just want something that works out of the box. I do not see any other company offering what Apple has to offer right now. Plus, Apple offers unsurpassed levels of privacy and security that other companies don't see as valuable to their customers. So, there you go. Those are the few things I love about my iPhone 13 mini. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. and I will see you all in the next video.